Welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense will have the football first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think we'll
breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finding an escape route. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I love the way this defense...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Trojans are flying down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the RPO, complete. Curry got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing.
And the ball's free deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Iowa's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Running to the left. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. On target. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Demania. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And a great job on the offensive line. You run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Jobbed out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. They might have the defense's hit spending a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage throw and put more people in the box to stop the run. When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football. And, Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Gonna swing it on second down. He wants it all. Touchdown USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Now adjusting. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Reject fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. Interception. intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking for a crease. It's Demania. Past the first down marker and still running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by 7 over Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. Breaks into the open.
Stop!
They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive lines, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers. They've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. I'll tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about about it. Nice short completion, sets up the third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wants to go up top. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time it was an incompletion.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Trojans line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it, fired complete. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Moss. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. The give from the gun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there to generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Coming out with it, it's Gentry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. QB got it himself. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The give on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The run from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Military's done. Military's ready.
The give to the tailback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Moss.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans are on the move. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Pressure coming. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Running back searching for a hole. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play is the official. Break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Trojans will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hauls it in.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Mikey Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants, buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
29 Philly, 2-9.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
42 Spiders, 4-2 Spiders.
Right back to the well. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. Oh, what a cut! Makes Watch that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Rushes on him. And the defense got him at the 27.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. Put in a big spot in the fourth quarter. They let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this.
Turning it on! They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gonna run it. It's nice. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
That's gonna mess them up. She be paying all kinds of business.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Going right to work up top. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun.
There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Now facing a third and long. On the ground, it's Knight. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.